Hi, this is Rachel Kleinman from rwcrafts.com, and I have a really jam-packed video for you today, so much so that my computer sounds like it's about to grow wings and take off on a jet stream. Who knows, but it's working hard for this video. Um, Moving on. So I'm starting with these adorable little bunnies. These are from Carabelle Studios. They are rubber stamps and they just have the best little expressions on their face. I had to have these stamps, and I know we're past Easter, but that's okay because I don't know if these are really Easter bunnies anyways. They're kind of confused. They don't really know what they need in their life. Maybe we can relate to them. Anyway, anyways, I am coloring them actually with watercolor pencils. These are Faber-Castell Aquarelle. I never know if I'm saying that right, but Aquarelle pencils, and they're just beautiful. Again, this is something that's been collecting dust in my drawer, and I'm so glad that I pulled them out to play with them today. I'm getting really, really great saturation in my images. So I'm coloring each little bunny, and then I go through and color all of their carrots. These are not realistic bunnies. These are blue, yellow, purple bunnies. My favorite is the one in the sweater. He just looks like maybe some mothballs ate his sweater, but he's gonna enjoy it anyways because it's his favorite. There they are. I cut them out with my cutter beads today. And now moving on to the next jam-packed portion of the video, I pulled out my gel plate. Again, something that hasn't seen the light of day in quite a while. If you don't own a gel plate of any brand, mine is from Jelly Arts. I highly recommend you purchase one. It's so fun to make backgrounds that you can use for your cards, for your mixed media, for your art journals. So I believe this is a 5x7 size. The paints that I'm using are all from Paper Artsy. They're the fresco paints. The most important thing when you're doing the gel print is to make sure that you're getting the first pickup, which is this one here, and also get the second generation, which is going to help you get all of those yummy dried up bits that were left behind from your first pull. Those are actually my favorite part. I rarely like my first print, and the second and third prints is really where you get all the good stuff. Look at all that good stuff I'm about to pick up. I'm so excited about it. The white paint that I'm using is the only one that's not from Paper Artsy. That is from Blick, or I also sometimes use a Liquitex white acrylic paint. The stencils that I'm using today are from All and Create, or from Paper Artsy. Oh, that one's so good. Or from Heffy Doodle. Those are the stencils you'll see today. I purchased most of them from topflightstamps.com. A lot of these products you'll be able to find from Top Flight Stamps. There's a really good collection of overseas products that you are purchasing from the United States, so you don't have to pay that overseas shipping. When you're picking your colors for your gel print, if you're using more than one, then just make sure that you're not creating mud. So make sure that you're using primary colors that will mix well together, or like or similar colors. So that one I used the blue and the red because I knew if they mixed, they would make purple, and that would be just fine with me. That's one of my favorites. So exciting. I didn't think, when I put that yellow down, I was really nervous about what I was going to get. But does it not remind you of Clueless, the jacket that she wears? It's just perfection. Something to know about gel printing also is that it's very addictive. So once you start, it's hard to stop. I limited myself to these 3 pieces of paper. For today, I only just used your regular printer paper. I literally pulled it out of my printer, and that's what I used. I've also used tissue paper in the past. Okay, moving on to the next portion of this jam-packed video. I'm making a little mini flip book, and these are actually old library cards. And when I look at them closely, I believe that they're from the Library of Congress, because that's what a lot of them say, so that makes them extra exciting. I bought them, I want to say maybe 10 years ago, off of like an eBay type site when I was doing index a day. I haven't done that in quite a while, but that was always a lot of fun, and this is what I used. So I have a lot left over. I bought a pack of a couple hundred. So I'm using the gel prints that I made to create the backgrounds on each of these little pages. So you can see I just attached the index cards or the library cards with washi tape. I'm using Liquitex gloss gel to adhere my gel prints. Each page is going to have a different one of the prints. So you'll see that. I'm only showing you this first one. You don't need to see me do all of them. So I do like to seal it by doing some of the gloss gel on the outside to get in between all of the crevices. And once it's dry, I'm going to just cut it down to size. And like I say, I will pick the backgrounds that I just created to do that on every page. And I did let it dry overnight. So now it's ready for stamping. This is another All in Create. I hope I'm saying that brand right. I just love it. It has the random numbers and digits. This little stamp is actually from Unity Stamp Co. when I used to work from them a long time ago. I still have some of my favorite rubber stamps from them. So to keep the continuity between the pages, I'm doing the same background stamp on all of them. And also now I'm adhering just some washi tape, and I'm doing the same random splats of washi tape across all of them. And even though the backgrounds are all very different, this will still help it kind of streamline across the book. This stencil is called Hung Up on Hearts, and I'm doing some Cosmic Shimmer structure paste over the stencil. And the stencil that I'm using here on my bottom page is from Paper Artsy. It's actually the same one that I used when I did that gel print there. And I'm going to put some Wow embossing powder on top of the structure paste. This is called Pure Platinum. I am obsessed with, it's part of the Magic Metallics trio of embossing powders, and I'm just so obsessed with the shimmer. I actually posted a card on my Instagram last week using one of the golden shimmers, and there's so much glitter in it. It's really pretty. So I hit that with my heat gun, and I overheat it because I really like when the structure paste like bubbles up. Some people don't like that, but I, for one, love the added texture. And now I'm going to go through with each of my little bunnies. I'm going to glue one bunny onto each page and a carrot or two. And again, you don't have to see me do every single gluing project, but here they are. I am using Distress Collage Medium to glue my bunnies down. I forgot to mention earlier, the paper that I used for the watercoloring is Strathmore mixed media paper. It's not as thick as watercolor paper, but it can still handle my watercolor brushes, and it's easier to cut with my detail scissors. So that's why I chose the Strathmore mixed media paper. I have a whole pad of it, and I just use it when I need it. I really like that paper. Now I'm working on the cover. I'm keeping the cover very basic since there's so much color on the inside of this little mini book. So I stamped one bunny just in black and white. I did not color him in. And you can see I painted some paper flowers. I used some of the same Paper Artsy fresco paints that I used in my gel print. So what you see here, I've only added 2. Rest assured, I could not handle that even number, so I did go back in and added a 3rd paper flower. I like to have things in odd numbers. It makes my brain happy. So I added a little clip, and then you just open it up, open the flaps, and there's all the little bunnies. They each have their little phrases. Let's see what they say. The top one says, "No journey is too great if you find what you seek." There's that one. The middle page says, "Be awesome today," which that bunny is truly doing. And then the last page is, "You can never have too much happy." Thank you. Bye.